Hi there, it's Sam from POW. Just wanted to do a video today to show you through my red alert results over the year and how I've learnt that I needed to have a look at what I was doing and just reevaluate how I take these trades. My issue was that I was doing well in quite a lot of scenarios, but I became complacent with the markets and my risk management went out the window. So what I just want to focus on here is the importance of keeping that risk management in check and having a firm process that you stick to. So you'll see here that my results from Red Alert, this is my master account that I use for the year. This is from January to the end of June. So as you can see here, I started off the year with a couple of losses, but I managed to build them back very, very slowly using what we call a wide stop loss approach. So that is where we have a really small take profit but a larger stop loss. So effectively a reverse of a high RR trade. Now, in some instances it worked really well. I got quite a lot of payouts due to this method that I was using. However, I became too complacent with the markets, and when I hit my losses, it soon turned them funded accounts into 4, 5, 6% down. So I then had to try and recuperate those losses. I was risking 3 to 4% per trade, which is just far too much. And what I've realised is that I needed to take a look on my risk management, and I needed to get a firm process in place that I can start to look at moving forward to get a bit more consistency and hopefully drive up these results while also not costing myself too much in terms of risk. So in September I've just decided to take a step back, start working on myself and my risk management, and this is where we can have a look at my results from September. Now I've decided to risk anywhere from 0.25, 0.5 or sometimes 1% per trade, and I'm sticking to that, so I'm not going to be risking any more than that. The reason being, if I do have a couple of losing trades, which will happen with Red Alert, that's what you get for trading the volatile markets, we need to have that risk management in check just to make sure that we're not increasing our losses unnecessarily, but also that when the law of averages play out in terms of how many different set files we're running, that we can really see the benefits from those results. So you can see here that we've started off nice and gradually 1.5k in profit. We've then just had another couple of trades which have closed out, but then I've had a high RR trade win, which has been great because my risk management is there. Had it have hit stop loss, it would have been fine. It's easily recoverable, especially when we are using these high RR trades and also the wide stop loss approaches that are a lot more consistent in terms of win rate. So how this looks on my actual account is I'll just show you from my first couple of trades throughout the month. So started again trading on Red Alert using on the 12th of September. So within 6 days here, like I said, I've got my risk management in check, risking 0.5% per trade, but you can see here net in just 6 days I am 1.5% up. So it's a great result, and I haven't been worried about occasionally hitting those stop losses because I'm mitigating my risk and I'm keeping those losses to a small number. Now the great thing about Red Alert is that we can look at small wins on a more consistent scale, but we can also incorporate higher returns based on some of the tests that we do, and I'll just show you through my tests in a moment as well. But you can see here that even though I have had some losing trades with great risk management, all we need is 1 or 2 trades a month with a higher RR, and it will just transform your month. So in 2 weeks with probably just a little over 10 trades, 7.5% up for the month. So something like this with great risk management, using this, you could use it for a funded challenge, you could even use it on a funded account, providing that you get these risks in place. Now my last trade here was risking 1% per trade, but that was something that I was willing to look at because I knew that the payoff would have been great. And you can see here that it was in trade for quite a long time, but generally it didn't go too much into drawdown. Maybe touched a little bit, just a little bit last night, but then we've seen a nice pullback, and that has now sat in profit. So in order for us to test these combinations with Red Alert, we have our optimization files which you use the strategy tester for. you can see this particular optimization that I used, CB Consumer Confidence. It was actually a total of 50,000 combinations. However, what we're doing is we're using a fast genetic based algorithm. So these different trades are condensed down, and it's finding the best way based on MT5's algorithm. So you're actually only testing maybe 4,000 or 5,000 combinations, so it speeds up your testing time. Now these tests only take me 12 minutes, and then what I'm able to do is just go through the results on here. So I'm able to have a look through and see how many minutes after the news I'm starting, what my risk to reward is, and also the profits. Now this particular trade actually only traded 3 times over the year, but I can see that, you know, the payoff was really good, and it was something that I was willing to look at and learn from, knowing that I've got that risk management in check. For me, it's taken 3 trades over the year so far, of which 2 out of 3 were winners. Now it would be 3 out of 4 if we were testing the latest dates. So I guess the key takeaway from this is, do not get complacent with the markets. Make sure that you have your risk management in check. And when you have that, yes, you might have you know, a few losses along the way, but you're not going to be stressed and trying to recuperate those losses by having too big a risk set on your account. So if I can just, you know, help someone to, you know, keep their risk management in check, that is key. If we can work towards, you know, these steady gains and accepting that we will get these higher wins every so often that will transform our accounts, as long as we can keep in check and, you know, keep following the process, there's no reason why other people can't achieve this. So if you haven't started using Red Alert yet, it's great, check it out. If you want any questions answering, you know, speak to us in Discord. We can help you through setting up these risk profiles. But if you're not a member, this is just one of the tools that we have that can help you succeed in trading and hopefully move you to that next level.